Hi, this is Ashh here watching Ashh Things. If you're new to this channel, then welcome. So this is the episode 2 of Ashhtalktales. Actually, I moved my dupatta. Actually, it was causing a whole lot of mess. So if you haven't followed me on my Instagram page, link is in the description. Go and follow me. So heading towards our first book, it's The Fault in Our Stars by John Gray. Actually, when I was reading this book, I fall in love with the characters and with the plot line of this book. Actually, it's a genre is tragedy, fiction tragedy, but it's magical experience, man. The way the chemistry was bound between Hazel and Augustus so was so pure and so magical that you will get what to say. Uh, Engaged with them in their story. That's what I love the most. Though it's a tragedy at the end, and I am sure that when you will end up with this novel, you are gonna definitely cry. So yeah, heading towards our next book in the list is that is The Wild Sheep Cheese, again by Murakami Haruki. Concerning about this, it's a damn good suspense plotline, because when I was reading this book, I was so touched and so indulged in the suspense and the mysteries which was going through in the book. And I love the way he weaved the suspense around the protagonist and making the reader believe that is it a fantasy or it's an imagination. It's happening in that story, means it happens simultaneously in so fast way that you couldn't understand that what's happening. It's happening or not. It's in that way. So I love the way the novel ended. That it was that right that you will end up buying the direct sequel of this novel. So that's the next novel in the list. That's Dance 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 by Murakami. A fun fact of this novel is that uh, the first sequel is such was created such image of the story, and this novel destroyed it all, because the point of interest for me in the first novel was that dolphin hotel, that sheep man, obviously, and that the mountains in which the narrator stayed, sorry, the protagonist stayed in the last days in this novel. So that was my point of interest. But in the second sequel, we're gonna know that this all these things destroyed, and a new story. It's a continuation only, but the story was a bit new, and it was the story was such that it was lingering and lingering and lingering. So senseless talks between characters, and a bit here and there info and that sort of thing. So I didn't uh, found it a bit interesting like the first one, because I loved the first one, and so I ended up losing my all interest at the midway only. I didn't complete the whole novel. That's my perspective. Many found it interesting, but I couldn't. So the next book is Ravan by Amish, and I started this book a few days ago only, but I bought this book a month ago. So I didn't get the time to read this book, so I started this book a few days back, and it's such a good experience while reading this book, because I don't know how Amish do this. Means you can relate to the mythological characters such that it's like a human being like us. It's present in us in a mortal way. It's not such a thing that he is immortal sort of thing. It's like a mortal human being, and don't know how it created a whole lot of magic that I started experiencing it. I started believing that it's happening in front of my eyes, and I can see those things in front of my eyes. So I don't want to destroy its magic by telling you people. I know many of you have read this novel before me only, but for those who haven't yet, so let's leave this magic for them to experience. You have to put this in your bucket list for sure. I have listened a lot about Shiva trilogy, and that I'm gonna read it very soon when I will complete this novel. I don't know when I gonna end up with this novel because I'm in a lack of time sort of state. So whenever I will gonna order books, I will definitely for sure I'm gonna order this too. So the last novel in the list of today's is Molarity by ASHHTHINGS. So I don't have that book at this moment because I left that book in my PG only. So I provide a screenshot here of that book. It's because I said that suspense is my favorite genre. So, and this is a story of Sherlock Holmes, not written by Conan Doyle, but he is also a great writer. So, if your favorite genre is suspense, you can read this novel for sure. And as a teenager, because I bought this book in a scholastic fair in my school, so as a teenager I loved this book because main purpose of buying this book was I was about to go on a trip in a train, and a long trip, and whenever I used to go for a trip I used to carry a book with me because I love reading books while going to trips. And I was so indulged in this book that I really had sleepless nights while reading these books because the moment I kept that book down, I had uh, a curiosity to know what will happen after this. I got quite addicted with this book. So you can buy this too if you a teenager want to have not a teenager only. If you are an adult also, na. If your favorite genre is suspense and you love to read Sherlock Holmes series and Agatha Christie novels, so you can go for it. And the last novel is The Mystery of Blue Train. So I said that's the last novel, but this is the last novel, The Mystery of Blue Train by Agatha Christie. Again, I don't have this book at this moment because I haven't read this book till now, but I was so excited about reading this book. But while coming to my hometown during the holy break of the college, and I left that book in my PG only because I was in a state that एक दो दिन की बात है, अभी जाके पढ़ लेंगे. But and after the lockdown started and we stayed here only. So that's the end of the list. By the way, if you liked this video now and you want me to do more of this the books read with Ash things, so tell me in the comment section. And if you want to have some other topics which I should discuss in my videos, so that also you leave it in the comment section. I will surely read that. If you have liked the video, then you know what to do, and subscribe to my channel if you liked the video and want to support me in creating content. And a reminder that if you haven't watched my previous video on Indian auntie, then what you're waiting for, go and watch it. I'm telling you that you will definitely love it, and I personally enjoy it while writing the script of that video a lot, so you should watch that. And मैं बहुत जल्दी एक नए वीडियो के साथ इस चैनल पे फिर से लौटेंगे. तब तक के लिए